Have you ever sat down for an exam and felt exactly like that? Well, today we're going to talk about 7 different strategies that will help you perform better on your upcoming tests or exams. Number 1 is to avoid passive studying. You don't want to reread notes or the textbook because these types of activities only minimally engage your brain. When you want to start studying, you want to challenge yourself the same way that a test or an exam would, so you want to find activities that will help you do this. Number 2 is summary sheets. You want to try to summarize everything from a chapter or a section in your own words, highlighting key topics, different key words that you might want to remember, and maybe use this as a way to quiz yourself or at least to study from it. Try to do this first without your notes because that's more challenging, and then later you can go back and check to make sure you're correct. Number 3 is concept mapping. Think of this as a way of putting what's going on in your brain down on the paper. You want to try to add connections between key topics or keywords, and you want to be as creative as possible. This should be a good process because it's going to help you to synthesize what's going on in your head and make connections within the different topics going on one exam. Number 4 is to quiz yourself. So obviously a quiz or an exam is quizzing you of what you know, so you can do this with your existing materials or by creating your own test. Sites like Quizlet allow you to easily create materials that you can use to study. Number 5 is to differentiate problems. You want to review problems from your textbook or one that the professor has given you and try to determine why they might have asked you that question. When you do that, you're actually testing your conceptual knowledge. You can also then take these problems and try to make them harder or easier because that's another way of testing how well you understand the material conceptually. Number 6 is study groups. Get together with people in your classes and just sit down and do problems, quiz each other, or go over things you don't understand. Having yourself be the teacher and the student can be beneficial because teaching someone something you know is going to help you more concretely understand the material. Number 7 is YouTube videos. If you're struggling with a specific problem or concept, you can try to search for it on the internet and hopefully find a video of someone solving it. If you do, you want to write down the problem if it's not exactly the same, and then you want to try to solve it as far as you can. Once you're stuck, go back to the video and watch it all the way through. Once you've gotten to the point where you think you might understand what to do from there on, keep working through the problem without the video and then use the video as a reference at the end. If you do this, you're actually kind of using YouTube like a tutor, so it should work pretty well. So those are our 7 strategies, and now we need to talk about time management. Time management is the only way to effectively implement these strategies and have a solid study plan. So, the first thing you want to note is that you should always start studying at least 5 days prior to the test or quiz. Here are some examples of people's study plans that we got this summer at the UVA Office of Undergraduate Success in the School of Engineering and Applied Science. So, what you want to do is block off specific activities and specific periods of time that you're going to do them and when you want to complete it leading up to the test. If you do this, you should have a lot of success for your upcoming exams. Thank you so much for watching this video. Now put your thinking cap on and get ready to try these strategies and figure out what works best for you on your upcoming tests and exams.